I just bought a new crypto miner that I think will make me $620 a day or almost $20,000 a month. How is this possible and what is this crypto miner? The machine I bought was the Bitmain KS3 8.2 terahash. This ASIC mines Kaspa. And I bought this from Musk Miners for $15,250, and I'm also hosting it with them. And this money I've spent is on top of the almost 20 grand I've already spent on Kaspa mining. So that means so far I've spent over $35,000 on Kaspa mining, and I might not even be done yet. Does this make any sense? Am I crazy? The answer is probably yes to that last question. Let's start with why I dropped this cash. In January of 2022, I started my community, Sleep Money Club, and one of the very first things I posted in the Andy's Alpha section was this crypto project I found called Kaspa. And in the 2 years since then, I've mined it, I've bought it, and the price has exploded. Which, by the way, if you are interested in getting into projects like that, like Kaspa, super early, well then you need to check out Sleep Money Club. We talk about crypto passive income plays and super early projects every single week. Plus you can see everything I buy and sell and why. There's a link to a 7-day free trial in the description so you can give it a try 100% risk-free. Okay, back to Kaspa. After Kaspa started taking off, some bigger mining machines were announced, and then it was all aboard the Kaspa mining train. But I didn't start big, I started small-ish. I bought 2 Ice River KS0 mini ASICs for $2,000. And then I bought 2 Fraction Mining Special Edition Kaspa mining NFTs for $5,000 and one of their regular Kaspa mining NFTs for $500. And I was enjoying all that. Life was good, but I wanted more hash power. So in December, I bought an Ice River KS3M from Musk Miners for about $12,000. And now that miner has been running for about 2 months. But never satisfied, now I want even more power. So I reached out to Musk again, and this time I bought a Bitmain KS3 for a bit over $15,000, which when I turn it on, would double my Kaspa hash rate. So let's talk about that, the returns, the profit, all the details. The Bitmain KS3 uses 3,200 watts of power to mine Kaspa at 8.2 terahash. And as of right now, this machine will mine about 620 Kaspa a day, which is worth 65 bucks. That's 18,900 Kaspa per month, which is worth $1,958. My hosting fee will be roughly $184 a month through Musk. So that brings my monthly profit to $1,774. Now, $1,774 is not $20,000 a month, like I said at the beginning of the video. But it's not clickbait. I'll get to that in a moment. I need to talk about breaking even first. After buying the machine and after electricity, it will take me 264 days to break even and earn back what I spent on this machine. But will I really break even in less than 9 months? The answer is, I don't know. When I bought my Ice River KS0s, the break-even time was only like 38 days or something, which of course I thought would never actually happen. And after 30 days, the break-even time kept getting farther and farther away. So I decided it might be more like 9 to 12 months before it breaks even, which really was no biggie because break-even times can be very elastic. I'm used to that. But then the darndest thing happened. A month after I thought that, Kaspa caught on fire and decided it didn't want to take the stairs up. It wanted to take the high-speed elevator up in price. Well, my little KS0s all of a sudden broke even, and now they have since made like 4 or 5 times their cost in Kaspa mining profits, which is pretty wild stuff. So that gave me a lot of confidence to jump into the NFTs and then into the bigger Ice River unit, which so far my KS3M from Ice River has mined a bit over 40,000 Kaspa, which is worth a little over $4,200 right now in about 50 days. Now, it's worth saying that my new Bitmain KS3 might not break even in 9 months. It might take a full year or a little more, or it might only take 2 months. It's completely dependent on what the price of Kaspa does, and I have no idea what the price of Kaspa will do. What I do know though is that I quite like Kaspa, and I want to mine and hold it over the next year or two, or whenever the next bull run officially happens. Fingers crossed it's this year or next year. And if in the time it takes until we get there, I happen to mine and hold a lot of Kaspa, well, I think I will be very happy. Okay, so what about that bold claim of earning $620 a day or $20,000 a month from this new machine? Well, I mean, that's easy. I mine and hold. That's just what I do. I won't be selling any of the Kaspa that I'm mining right now until we've hit the next bull run. And I think a very conservative price prediction for Kaspa is 50 cents per coin. But really, I'm shooting for $1 or more per coin before I start considering selling. And I can actually see Kaspa at $2 to $5 per coin even. And again, if I'm mining almost 20,000 Kaspa a month right now, and I just hold all of that, and then Kaspa hits $1 or more, well, congratulations, you've just mined $20,000 a month in Kaspa retroactively. And if it goes to $5 per coin, well, that's $100,000 a month, and that's insane. But more than that, it can actually happen. It's a strategy I've used time and time again. I'm doing this with my Bitcoin mining right now. In the past, I've mined coins like Flux, and once upon a time, I was mining over 1,000 Flux a day with my GPU mining rigs. And in the last bull run, Flux went over $3, and I had been holding all of my mined Flux from those early days. So congrats, Andy, you mined over $3,000 a day in Flux. Having a long-term mindset with all of crypto, but especially crypto mining, can be a huge advantage. Now, all of that sounds great, but this is not a guarantee. So let me talk about what the downsides are here. And well, first off, Kaspa could just fail, or the price could dump and it could just never recover. And if that happened, I might never break even on this machine, and I would be sad. Single tier. The risk of mining and holding like I prefer to do is that you don't take any profit along the way, and if the coin never pumps or it just fails completely, well, you don't make any money. But personally, I'm good with that risk. I'm okay if most things that I get into fail, as long as I catch a handful that go to the moon, because this strategy has worked wonders for me so far. But what I'm doing might not be quite to your taste, so your mileage may vary. There's also the risk of more and more machines coming online and mining Kaspa. The amount of Kaspa I get each month has been going down consistently as more people start mining. This is very normal stuff, and I'm okay with this because of my personal long-term accumulation plans for Kaspa. But you might not be okay with that. Another downside here is that ASICs can have issues. As it turns out, Ice River has had quite a few quality control issues. My Ice River machine has had some hashboard problems. Now, it is back up and running now, but this is a big reason I paid more to get a Bitmain for my second big machine. They have a better track record. Now, they aren't perfect, but I'm hoping for less overall issues. And they have repair facilities here in the US versus Ice River, where you have to ship your machines or your boards back to Hong Kong, and that ain't fast. So you definitely need to think about all this before doing this. Like, don't just buy machines because I am. You might not see what I see with Kaspa, and I could also be wrong. For me though, I thought the upsides far outweighed the downsides, and I'm bullish on Kaspa, and I want to just keep stacking more and more Kaspa each month passively. Now, if you do want to buy one of these miners, well, then I highly recommend Musk Miners. I've been buying and hosting machines with them for almost 2 years now, and they have been great every step of the way. There are lots of places you could buy miners from online, and some of them are scams. Others are legit, but it's kind of hard to tell. What I can tell you is that Musk Miners is 100% legit, and that's why I've spent over $100,000 with them buying machines. You can buy Kaspa miners through them and have these machines shipped to your home or your address, or you can buy the machines and have Musk host them for you, which is, again, what I'm doing. And they take care of everything when you do that. It's also important to note that you can find these machines cheaper than what Musk offers them for from time to time. So then that begs the question, why am I still buying through Musk? Well, first off, most places you can buy a machine cheaper than Musk do not also offer hosting, and most hosts require you to buy machines through them. If you do find a really cheap place to buy from, it could be a scam, or you might just get stuck paying up to 25% in import duties or other hidden fees that you won't have with Musk. Or if it is a bit cheaper and they offer hosting, then the hosting itself might be more expensive than Musk's 8 cents per kilowatt hour, or have fees that Musk Mining just doesn't charge, like setup fees, maintenance fees, etc. There are lots of big reasons why I've stuck with Musk for almost 2 years now and why I keep recommending them. They don't pay me for these videos. I just love what they do a lot. There's a link to their website down in the description, as well as a coupon code for when you buy a machine. And if you are interested, I highly recommend you just send them a text via the phone number on their contact page and just start chatting with them and asking them all the questions you have. Now, even though this is a new Kaspa miner I'm talking about for me, I'm not a stranger to mining. Watch this video to see my experience mining Bitcoin for over 500 days now and whether that whole experiment has been worth it or not. Goodbye.